In 2011, of the over 1,210 million population of India, about 377 million people, or 31% of the population, was living in urban areas. The huge requirement for urban housing was highlighted by the Technical Group on Urban Housing Shortage, which estimated the total housing shortage in the country at 18.78 million units. Of these, about 56% of the housing shortage is for the economically weaker section category. In this environment, DBS Communities, a social enterprise, was founded in 2009 with the goal of providing affordable houses for families with monthly incomes of up to 25,000 rupees. Since then, the organization has initiated several actions to meet this goal. The mission of DBS Communities is to establish an efficient, viable and transparent system for mass production of houses that are affordable and accessible to the bottom half of the socio-economic pyramid and financed through savings and credit systems.
I'm an urban planner. I have been working on city planning projects in India for nearly 2 decades. In the course of my work, urban housing affordability has been a major issue. Now, there are many things that are needed to make housing affordable in India, but all of that is not going to be done by the government. The real estate market also has a role to play. Actually, it is in that context that we conceived this company, DBS Affordable Home Strategy, which is a real estate company focused specifically on low-income groups and their access to housing. When we were conceiving the company, we realized that we need to develop methodologies that are really focused on low-income communities and their characteristics. That is what has led to the three-pronged strategy which DBS Communities now uses. I am looking forward to this company becoming a prominent leader in provision of affordable housing in India.
In order to achieve its objectives, the approach of DBS Communities had to be different from the conventional approaches for housing projects. The DBS enterprise model evolved to incorporate three core areas: production of livable houses, housing finance, and community development activities. In order to enable the poor to purchase the houses, a significant aspect of the DBS approach is the decision to have greater involvement of potential customers. DBS Communities therefore join hands with strategic partners, Rajendra Joshi as representative of Saath, an NGO, and with Ashoka Foundation. Saath is also a strategic long-term partner for the community development initiatives.
That for them, the option of housing is very much difficult. They have to live in slums and halls because they do not have the option of buying an affordable house. It is only now that this option is emerging, and that is why we decided at Saath partner with DBS, because DBS was building affordable houses which people whom we were working with in slums wanted to purchase.
The DBS team believes in learning from experiences in the sector, and therefore an important complementary activity is research and development. Before finalizing and launching its pilot project, DBS Communities decided to present the enterprise strategy and approach to experts in the areas of planning, housing, finance, and social development. The suggestions of the experts were subsequently incorporated in the planning and design of the pilot project. With the objective of bringing happiness in the lives of its customer group, DBS Communities decided on adopting the brand name Umang for its housing projects. The 1 and 2 room apartments with a kitchen are of between 306 to 585 square feet area. DBS Communities is focusing on providing well-planned, well-constructed and well-finished houses rather than on using different building materials and technology options. The pilot project Umang Lamba was launched on 2nd May 2010 at Vatva, Ahmedabad. The scheme, which comprises 10 blocks of 3 to 5 floors and has 792 apartments, received a tremendous response from potential customers as well as housing finance institutions. About 220 apartments were booked on the day of the launch, and by the end of the launch process, DBS had a waiting list of about 800 potential customers. This was a confirmation of the demand for affordable housing. DBS learned a lot from the launch and implementation of Umang Lamba and has incorporated the lessons that will assist in achieving the scale and volume that are required to meet the DBS goal. Firstly, DBS Communities realized that while the potential customers preferred houses with 2 and 3 rooms, they could afford houses of only up to 2 rooms. The customers who could afford 3-room houses did not belong to its targeted customers. Secondly, although DBS and its partner Saath were aware that housing finance is a major hindrance in the capacity of the poor to purchase a house or any other asset, they found that the potential customers were facing significant hindrances in approval of loans due to lack of information about requirements for essential documents and income proof. DBS therefore approached housing finance companies such as Micro Housing Finance Corporation Limited, Gruha Finance and Muthoot Finance, which are venturing into the affordable housing space and providing loans to the formal and informal sectors. On discussing ways to overcome this problem, DBS together with MHFC and Saath decided to organize a credit camp where the customers were supported in the loan application process. The credit camp received an excellent response and resulted in the decision to organize credit camps at the launch of future Umang projects, and also to a decision to form a single window facilitation center for customers of housing affordable to families with monthly incomes of around 25,000 rupees. Griha Pravesh. The single window facilitation center can be described as the entry pass that informs customers about the requirements and process of buying a house. Griha Pravesh has been registered as a not-for-profit Section 25 company under the Companies Act 1956. Griha Pravesh organizes Parivar Pragati seminars at regular intervals to inform potential customers about options of houses available in different affordable housing schemes and the financing requirements and options for the same. In order to get a better understanding of the profile of Umang customers, DBS surveyed 360 customers and found that they were living in different parts of the city and 60% were self-employed.
We feel that we are doing our bit in filling the void that has been available in the supply part of the housing system. The customer in this segment can be described as customers with informal sources of income, which are mainly excluded by the mainstream financial institutions. The challenge here is the margin of the customers that he has to pay and the quantum of finance assistance that he will be availing from a limited number of financial companies available.
In March 2011, DBS launched its second project, Umang Narol, in partnership with RJD Buildcon. The scheme, which comprises of 8 blocks of 5 floors and has 885 apartments, also received a tremendous response. In February 2012, DBS launched Umang Sachin at Surat in partnership with RJD Buildcon. The scheme comprises of 7 blocks of 4 and 5 floors and has 839 apartments. In July 2012, DBS launched Umang Homes at Velal in Ahmedabad. With a growing team, DBS required a proper platform for research and development. It therefore decided on establishing Ashram, the Academy for Sustainable Habitat Research and Management. DBS Communities set up this research and development facility and its corporate office on a single campus at Adalaj, Ahmedabad, and moved there in June 2011. DBS believes in going to scale with a you win, we win approach. It therefore is collaborating with professionals from the fields of social development, architecture, planning, housing finance and management. At the end of about 14 months, the DBS business model had achieved substantial success in providing affordable houses and in initiating community support activities. Based on this experience, DBS Communities believes that in next few years, it will have grown as a large social enterprise and will have spread across several urban areas of Gujarat and India in its mission of building 50,000 affordable homes by 2020. Looking at the future, DBS Communities invites you to join hands with its team.